Hello and welcome to Around the Association. I'm your host, Eric. Timmy and Connor are joining as well. This is the first podcast that we'll post on the new YouTube channel, Around the Association NBA podcast. Today we're talking Game 5 of the NBA Finals, which is taking place tonight in Oracle. We haven't talked since we didn't talk about Game 4 yet either, right?
No.
Yeah, so Connor, just give me some quick analysis on your reaction to Game 4 after the fact that Steph basically went bananas and the Cavs really can't be that upset with that loss.
Yeah, I think you summed it up right there. The Splash Brothers finally found their groove. I think it was 62 points between the two of them or something like that.
63 or 63.
63? All right, off by one. So they obviously that was a huge impact, and I think the Cleveland defense, no, the Golden State defense really found their groove, especially in the second half. They really put the clamps down on Cleveland, especially on LeBron and Kyrie. And I think that was really the difference. I mean, Golden State hit shots, and Cleveland kind of got caught, in the trap that is the Golden State defense. So.
Yeah. Yeah, and then obviously the Draymond thing happened. When I saw it initially, I kind of was like, I don't know, like it was kind of like whatever, and then like I thought about it again. I was like, Draymond really enjoys punching people in the balls. Like he enjoys like going below the belt. So
I don't think that was his intention at all. I've watched the replay, and I don't even know if he was looking in that direction. Like he was getting up. Like if you push yourself up off the ground, like isn't your arm gonna go out? Like obviously he was trying to get like swipe at LeBron, but I don't think he was meant to go below the belt or anything like that. If anything, he meant to just grab him or like hit him in the leg or something like that. Like I don't know. I don't know how you can assess that like as a flagrant one that's is going to get him suspended for Game 5 of the Finals.
I don't think we can take your opinion seriously because it was LeBron that it happened to, and I think that anything that happens to LeBron, you're just gonna go the other side. That was kind of fire heat. No, Timmy, what do you got on Game 4 / Draymond?
Well, those are two very separate questions. Game 4, I thought Tyronn Lue made some pretty interesting.
I agree.
I thought they were blunders personally. I mean, he played Kevin Love way too much in the second half. I don't know if Tristan Thompson might have been worn out because he had a great first half. But I thought that first half was actually a really nicely paced first half. I was really enjoying it. And then the second half looked more like what these finals have been, which is just ugly and not fun and just a blowout.
Yeah.
There was someone that I wanted to touch on. Oh, yeah, LeBron James is that person. What was like his tendency, or not tendency? He wouldn't shoot the ball. It was so strange.
I know.
He finished the game with 21 shots, but entire first half, there's no question. Every time he took it down to the rack, he would just pass it off. Like his team's not good enough for him to play like that because they're not going to hit those shots.
And I just think LeBron, Ty Lue, and everybody on Cleveland needs to realize that LeBron is a power forward now. He can't play anything else like other than power forward / center. He can't shoot, and I don't understand why you wouldn't post him up like 10 to 15 times a game because no one's going to guard him that well. Yes, Iguodala is very good, but Iguodala is only very good because LeBron's on the perimeter. LeBron's 6'8", 260 pounds. Like, he's a brute. But you're right. He's hesitant. Connor's been saying it all playoffs. Like, LeBron's been hesitant to shoot. And I've been defending him saying, like, oh, it's get the guys going. He hasn't done anything. And I don't know if that's just because he doesn't think he can do it, or is he, like, accepting failure? Because, like, he knew they were going to lose to Golden State regardless.
Can I throw some stats out there? Because I did my research on this on LeBron because I think that this game stood out as one of the most notable games that he has kind of like not performed up to task in the big stage. So I went back and I looked, and because like the end stat line doesn't look bad. I think I tweeted this after the game, and I think Timmy responded to it or something like that.
Yeah, 4 garbage time baskets.
Isn't terrible. The end stat line, if he finished with like 25 points, like borderline triple double again. but they're like what I tweeted was that they're empty. They're empty stats. He had at the beginning of the fourth quarter with 10:20 to go. Cavaliers were up by 2 points, and LeBron had that tip dunk over Harrison Barnes. From that point on, for the rest of the game, until there were 45 seconds left, he went 1 of 5 from the field with 3 points and 1 turnover and 1 assist. And this is in a must-win game in order to avoid going down 3-1, which is like something that literally Golden State did for like what the sixth or seventh time in the history of the league just a few weeks ago. And he had to take control. And not only did he only take 5 shots, but he only made 1. He only had 3 points and the turnovers. And he just he did nothing for the entire fourth quarter. And he scored what, either 6 or 8 points in the final 30 seconds when they were already down by 9 or 10. Like, I don't understand why he didn't do more. Like, that was the time for him to take over. And I just don't know why he didn't do it. I can't find a legit reason as to why he hasn't done that yet. Even if he can't do it for a full game, if he can't like carry the Cavs and score 45 points or something like that, like he did against Boston and back in the day, like can you at least do it in the fourth quarter when you had the lead in the fourth quarter? You couldn't put it away for the team. Like, I don't know. I just don't know why he isn't doing it.
Timmy?
I mean, I don't know why he isn't doing it either. I don't think he can anymore. I just don't think that he can. I don't know if it's physical or mental or most likely some combination of the two, but I just don't think he has it in him anymore.
See, I don't think it's physical at all. And I don't think we can nitpick at LeBron because Golden State deserves a lot of credit. Iguodala deserves a lot of credit. And I don't think LeBron's the sole reason that they're losing this series. I think that in order for the Cavs to win, LeBron was going to have to play heroic, but he was going to also have to have a lot of help from his role players who have done nothing. Kyrie's been pretty good, and Kevin Love, like you said to me, it was like he played him too much. Ty Lue played him way too much. And it's just Connor's made good stats, obviously, to back it up, and he's made good points throughout the playoffs. That it's just he's just being hesitant, and I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like, the best thing he's done in this series is antagonize Draymond into that flagrant, and like that. I mean, that if that doesn't get LeBron going for a game tonight where Draymond's out, like, then I don't know what will, because Draymond's out, and which is going to hurt the Warriors. Don't get me wrong. Like, he
Big
is.
time.
We've talked about it before that he's their most valuable player, even though he might not be the most valuable player in the league. It might be the Warriors' like most valuable teammate, and I still think in my head, I still think the Warriors are going to win. I just think the Cavs have this weird fog over them where they just don't see the finish line of winning. They're just dreary. Even LeBron, his comments in post-game conferences are so I don't even know how to describe them. He's just he's accepting to lose, and I get that. It's kind of mature of him, but it's still weird to see LeBron act like that.
Yeah, I feel like there was one stretch in the second half of the season where the entire Cavs team pretty much bought in and felt like they were legitimate contenders. That was a change up from I think all of last year and the start of this year. I think that carried through the first 3 rounds of the playoffs, and I think Golden State just destroyed it in games 1 and 2, and they're just back to the team they were last year and at the start of this year. Just I don't think there was ever a point after at least halfway through game 2, probably after game 1, when anyone on the Cavs really thought they had a.
Yeah, I think you can also trace it back to just the locker room chemistry. I think the Cavs must.
Right.
I don't think they talk to each other after the games. I really don't. And you see Golden State, and they play like they're brothers out there. There's no shot LeBron's going up to Kevin Love after the game being like, "Hey Kev, tough game, dude." No shot. And Kyrie is would be the worst guy to play pickup basketball with. You wouldn't get the ball.
Yeah.
It'd be like playing with the kid that we used to play with in college. I won't say his name. He doesn't deserve his name. That's but it's just the Cavs are just built of these weird. They have this weird chemistry, and it's not good. It just isn't good. And I really think chemistry is hurting them too. And I think that they just, I don't know. Do any of the players seem like they're boys? Maybe Tristan Thompson and Deli, some Shrek and Donkey. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't name one guy that's boys with the other.
No,
Yeah.
I can't think of any either.
Like I literally I'm thinking like James Jones is not boys with LeBron. James Jones just like drives LeBron and like he's an Uber driver for LeBron.
I'm I'm just trying to think
Um,
If Mozgov's tight with anyone.
yeah, that's a good point. I think Mozgov and Varejao are tight, but now Mozgov's pissed that Varejao's gone.
Yeah, low key probably.
Yeah. I,
Can we spend like a actual amount of time talking about the Draymond thing? Because I haven't been so intrigued by a storyline in a long time.
yeah. First, we want to get we need a quick word from our sponsor. It's Worth Cups, where they protect your balls because you need them in the NBA now.
Oh
Very
man,
nice.
I got super excited. I was like, I thought we actually had a product placement that you didn't tell us
Yeah,
about.
me too. I thought that you were dropping some news on us right there.
Yeah, that was no news.
I was like, Worth Cups. Is it like personalized trophies or something? All
Yeah,
right.
sorry. All right, go. Give me your Draymond take.
Well, I'll start off. I have too many Draymond takes, but I'll start off just by saying, you said right before we turned this on, you said that you hate this, you hate the Draymond thing, and that you're almost semi-basketballed out. You're ready for the draft, is what it sounded like.
I'm basketballed out.
Yeah. Well, and I said I feel the opposite. Sama has completely revitalized the series. Like, and you said, yeah, but it's not about basketball, which is true. But sometimes I said, when in a series like this, that's what you need because this is a poop series.
Yeah.
Um, it's just there's such just an extra little like flair to this game now. Either way, you have the storyline. If the Cavs win, the storyline is the NBA wanted to extend the series. They chucked Draymond Green out of there and made it easy. If the Golden State wins, it's like the Cavs are just I don't know. I feel like it's a big tarnish on LeBron's legacy if he can't win Game 5 on the road with the team missing one of their probably two or three best players. And if the Cavs do win, then all of a sudden you're looking at the possibility of it going 7, which is probably what the league wanted. Maybe played a little role in this decision.
Yeah, I mean and then I think the other storyline is that is Draymond the most hated player in the NBA? Like, I just like I think people respect his fire, but like he's gotten in enough trouble this playoffs, and he's been on national stage, and I mean we know he sets pretty bad picks, and like I remember when he played the Celtics, he literally mauled Jared Sullinger, he like
Yeah.
took him out. And it's so weird because I legitimately enjoy the Warriors team. Like I can't say a bad thing about them, and Draymond's kind of making me like try to say bad things about him. I still love Draymond. I think he's awesome, but I obviously could understand like it makes no sense for him to do that. They're like the best team that's not a villain, but they have a villain on their team, but he still makes them tick. So I think that's another interesting storyline. But Tim, you're right because think about it: they lose without Draymond tonight. Like, Cavs go back to the drawing board. What's up with next season? They have a pretty good team, and they lost to the Warriors without Draymond Green. What are they gonna do?
Losing in the finals in 5 games under any circumstance is embarrassing, let alone the
True.
team's missing one of their best players. Like,
In the Cavs' defense, Game 4, I wouldn't be upset with that game. They like the Warriors went bananas. Cavs won Game 3. They took them out, and then obviously Games 1 and 2 are unexcusable. If the Cavs give them a fight tonight and still lose, I'll be okay. But if they get blown out by like 10, 15, 20 points, like that's no excuse. Like I just don't know what they do. They're gonna try to get rid of Love. Kyrie is they're gonna keep him, but Kyrie, I just don't like Kyrie after this series, and I just don't. I don't know why.
There's so much hate going towards Kyrie this series. Like, I read an article Kyrie Irving is to blame for Cavs' disappointing finals performance, and I'm like, guy's averaging like 30 points a game on 50% shooting.
I don't think he's to blame. I don't know. I just don't think he's a championship point guard. I just don't. I don't think he has it in him. I just don't.
no, he's not enough of a distributor.
That's true.
Too much shooting.
Like him and LeBron took an absurd amount of shots in like the second half. I don't know what the stat was, but I remember it was just like they were shooting every ball. And that's a team where J.R. Smith's on their team and he's not shooting, and there's something wrong.
True.
Yeah. So, what do you got for tonight, Connor? What are you thinking?
Oh, can I have a take on Draymond real quick? I didn't get one of those.
Yes, go for it.
All right. If someone calls you a bitch on the court, and then you go to your post-game presser and act all high and mighty and bring it up that you think that he was taking shots and giving low blows, you are a bitch. So, I mean, did LeBron or did LeBron not reinforce the fact that he is a little soft by, I mean, I think we can all agree, like, getting called a bitch is not a huge deal. Am I correct? I mean, it might hit people in different ways. Like, it might be more offensive
but
to some people.
Connor, he has a family, though.
That's another thing. That's totally irrelevant. Like, I thought when he brought that up, maybe, like, he crossed the line and said that, like, about his wife or about his kids or something like that. Like, that would be way over the line if you bring someone else's family into it. But he just said it to him. One-on-one, said it to him. And I don't understand how you can have that happen and then go complain about it to the media and not have that reinforce the idea that that is true. Like, I think we can agree that it's not that bad of a word. Like, there are much worse things that people can say. Like, remember what Garnett said to Carmelo Anthony? Like,
yes.
I feel like that was way worse. And
remember what Delonte West did to LeBron James' mom?
Exactly. Fair enough. Like,
yes.
I feel like there have been much worse things said, and nobody, like, I don't know if you guys saw it on Steven Jackson on ESPN today with Rachel Nichols.
I saw that.
He went on and said that LeBron's a snitch because, like, no matter what's said, like, it stays on the court. Like, that's kind of like, you know, baseball has all of their unwritten rules. Like, that's one of the NBA unwritten rules. Like, what happens on the court stays on the court. What's said on the court. And Steven Jackson and Rondo, who was actually on that segment too, both were in agreement that it was kind of a douchey thing to say, or a bitch thing to say to have LeBron come on and complain about it so openly like he did. So I don't know. I don't think he should have been suspended. I understand that this suspension wasn't for the action in Game 4. It was for all of the other ones, which is understandable. But I think there's some genuine outrage about the fact that he's being suspended for Game 5 of the NBA Finals. I think Stephen A. Smith was, like, incensed about it. He went on a big shouting rant, which is kind of just how he talks all the time. But that was a good impression.
That was good. I mean, I just think that he deserved to get suspended, but you're right. It just probably wasn't the right one to get suspended on. And I think
one of the things that is the most difficult to comprehend is the fact if they win tonight, he's not even in the building. Like, he's allowed to come back and celebrate, but that's after the fact. Like, isn't that a horrible, like, that's terrible. That really sucks.
One thing's for sure, Draymond is going to be lit if they win tonight. Yeah. He's going to be slugging some brews back at the Coliseum.
Yeah.
I got a quick ESPN update for some breaking NBA trade reports. If you want to listen to it.
Go for it.
Timberwolves willing to send number 5 overall pick to Bulls in package to get Jimmy Butler.
Oh, I love that.
I think I know a team
though.
I think I know a team that's got the number 3 pick that is kind of interested in Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, but the Wolves actually have, like, other stuff that would interest.
Yeah.
I actually think the 5 pick is almost better than the 3 because, like, actually that makes no sense. All right. So I'm going to end it with the fact that I think that Draymond is also taking over LeBron's, like, media game. Like, Draymond's taking over Dre Beats, and I think Draymond's really in LeBron's nightmares. And I just think that LeBron is scared of Draymond taking over, like, his all over the media. Like, Draymond's got Uninterrupted. Draymond's got, like, a diary on ESPN. Draymond's on Dre Beats, and he's not, like, I just think it's crazy that this guy is going to be such a star, I feel like, in this offseason because of what happened this playoffs. And for a bad reason, because, like, he actually hasn't been that good this playoffs. He's been pretty good this series, but he hasn't been that good this playoffs. And I don't know. I just think LeBron's like, I'm kind of afraid of Draymond, even though probably LeBron would beat him up pretty easily. But
LeBron James 5 for 14 when guarded by Draymond this series.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it when Iguodala covers him? Like 1 for 30?
No, I think it's like 4 for 13 or something like that. It's not. None of them are good.
Yeah, I think Iguodala should win MVP. I don't think he will, but I think he should.
I was going to ask, who do you think if the Warriors win this series? Because, like, no one's really had a very consistently good
If Draymond played tonight and they won, Draymond would win it. But I don't think you can give it to Draymond anymore. I don't think you can.
I think it could really go to whoever has a good game tonight. I think it could easily be Iguodala if he plays good defense and scores 15 or 20 tonight.
Do you think if Livingston drops like 25, he gets MVP?
No.
I don't think he's done enough in the other 3 games. 2 good games probably wouldn't.
I'm all in. I'm all in. Just
I think
take all my money.
Real quick, just in case Steve Kerr is looking for some last-minute lineup advice, I think he should go small and put Andre at the 4 tonight to start. Because that way you get some defense almost to the same level that you do with Draymond. You get the passing ability because Andre Iguodala is a great facilitator. And you still can space the floor because Andre can hit the 3 at the same clip that Draymond can. I think that's what he should do. I don't know if it's what he will do, but I think that's the way to go.
I just love their small ball lineup. Not even like I love the Draymond small ball, but I think if they put Livingston in now with Iguodala, I think that could be really fun.
Yeah,
it's kind of like the mini death lineup. Also, Timmy's frozen. He looks really creepy.
he does look really creepy.
That's disappointing.
All right, there you go. You did look a little creepy. All right, so prediction. I got Warriors tonight. I think that they're just going to win. I don't know. I don't really have any reasoning why. I just think they're a better team.
I kind of think, well, I got Warriors too, but I am a little concerned for them just because unless they just roll like the majority of the game with that ridiculously small lineup you just said, they need big minutes out of. They need at least quality minutes out of Bogut.
Yeah, that's true.
Spates, and I don't think that I trust any of those 3 guys to really.
Well, the good thing is they're at home, and Mo Buckets thrives at home.
Yeah,
their role players should pick up some of the slack.
Yeah, if I see Andy Varejao for more than 15 minutes, I'm shutting off the TV.
I don't hate Varejao that
So
much.
disappointing.
I hate Varejao. James Michael McAdoo I don't really like, but he was pretty good last game.
I like that.
I didn't think he was very good.
I thought he was all right. I mean, he came into he didn't play a game all playoffs. He played like 1 game.
He couldn't get his hands up in time to grab a rebound. He was so slow.
That's fair. I mean, the Warriors definitely that's the thing that I don't know why the Cavs don't take advantage on is I wonder what the rebound statistics are, but every time I watch the Warriors let up so many offensive rebounds, and I just don't understand why the Cavs don't capitalize more on that. And I don't know. But
an interesting thing to watch out for tonight, something that I'm looking out for, is with Draymond out of the lineup, will Tyronn Lue play Love more? Because Draymond has owned Love, and that's one of the reasons why he's been so ineffective in this series. Will they go to Love more now that he's going to have someone like Andre Iguodala or Harrison Barnes covering him for a majority of the game? Will they push it into him in the post, knowing that Draymond Green won't have to cover it, won't be covering him?
I think McAdoo might play 20 minutes tonight.
What a day! What a day in the NBA.
I really do.
McAdoo is playing 20 minutes in the clinching game of the NBA Finals.
And I think McAdoo is going to lock down Kevin Love.
Oh
God, that would be the ultimate just destruction of Kevin Love's career.
If Michael McAdoo locked down Kevin Love, the Cavs will have Jay Crowder on their team next year.
Yeah, easy.
And we'll have Kevin Love. That's my prediction for tonight. All right, that's it. Yeah, so we're all on the Warriors tonight, right?
I got Warriors by 12.
All right, Timmy.
Timmy's frozen super weird again.
Yeah, Timmy, stop being so creepy, dude.
I'm not gonna guess how many points they're gonna win by. I got Warriors winning the game.
Whoa, that's a little attitude there. I don't appreciate it. All right. Well, yeah, I got Warriors too. Yeah, so you can catch this on the new YouTube channel. I'll post it shortly. We'll be doing a mock draft for the Western Conference later in the week. Keep a lookout for us on Twitter. Yeah, that's about it. Have a good night, guys.